What if I told you that the Golden State Warriors are steering clear of a superstar whose every game feels like a lottery? Zion Williamson's situation in New Orleans has been the talk of the league, but it seems our Warriors are taking a different route. With a season of ups and downs, the Warriors are focused on filling gaps rather than chasing injury-prone stars. Stay tuned as we dive into why this decision could reshape our roster for the better. If you want to keep up with all the latest Warriors news, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Imagine a world where the Warriors could land a two-time All-Star, but they choose to look elsewhere. That's the buzz surrounding Zion Williamson's potential move from New Orleans, yet the Warriors seem unfazed. With the trade deadline approaching, it's clear that the focus is on building a sustainable future, rather than gambling on a player with a history of injuries. Join me as we explore why this might be the smartest play for our team. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like to stay in the loop with every Warriors update. Could the Warriors be making a bold statement by passing on a young phenom like Zion Williamson? Reports suggest Golden State is prioritizing other needs instead of chasing a player whose health is a question mark. This decision could signal a shift in strategy as we look to bolster our roster for a solid playoff push. Let's break down what this means for the Warriors moving forward. The latest buzz around the Golden State Warriors revolves around the uncertainty surrounding Zion Williamson in New Orleans. As a devoted Warriors fan, I can't help but dive deep into this situation and what it means for our team moving forward. The Pelicans are having a rough season, and with a record of 7-31, it's clear that they're facing a crossroads. Williamson, who's been a hot topic due to his injuries and inconsistent playing time, has only managed to suit up for 7 games this season. That raises some serious questions about his future in New Orleans, and whether a change of scenery could be beneficial for both him and the franchise. Now, let's talk about the Warriors' perspective. According to Mark J. Spears from Anscape, the Warriors aren't currently monitoring Williamson's situation. They're likely to explore other avenues before the trade deadline in February. Personally, I find that intriguing. On one hand, Williamson's talent is undeniable. He's a two-time NBA All-Star who, when healthy, can dominate the court like few others. But on the other hand, the uncertainty surrounding his health makes him a risky acquisition. It's a classic case of what could be versus what is. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. The Warriors have other pressing needs that might take precedence over pursuing Williamson. With Steph Curry still leading this team, the focus should be on filling gaps that can enhance our championship window. The reality is, if we were to acquire Zion, we'd be taking a gamble that could impact our salary cap significantly. It's a tough balancing act for the front office. They have to weigh the potential upside of bringing in a generational talent against the risks that come with his track record of injuries. Looking at our current roster, we have some intriguing assets that could potentially attract the Pelicans if they decide to trade Williamson. But is it worth it to shake things up when we have such a strong core already? I mean, think about it. We have Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and the young talents like Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga who are still developing and finding their way in this league. Bringing in Williamson could disrupt that chemistry, especially if he's unable to stay on the court consistently. And let's not forget the emotional roller coaster that comes with being a fan. Watching the Warriors navigate these trade rumors can evoke a whirlwind of feelings. I want to see my team succeed, but I also don't want to sacrifice our future for a player who might not play more than 60 games in a season. The loyalty we have for our current players is powerful. The idea of trading away promising young talent for someone with an uncertain future is a tough pill to swallow. What really gets me is the thought of how these decisions impact our dreams as fans. We're all rooting for a championship run, and every move the front office makes can either bring us closer or push us further away from that goal. So, while the prospect of adding a talent like Williamson is tantalizing, it's crucial to think about the long-term implications. The Warriors need to continue building on what they have, ensuring that they remain competitive in the years to come. As we approach the trade deadline, it'll be fascinating to see how the Warriors strategize. They've always been known for their creativity in the front office, and I trust that they'll make the right decisions that align with our champion. Are the Golden State Warriors on the brink of a major shakeup? As the season spirals into uncertainty with a disappointing 18-18 record, whispers of a blockbuster 4-team trade are swirling, and fans are at the edge of their seats. Imagine A scenario that could potentially bring an offensive powerhouse to the Bay while sending a familiar face packing. The stakes are high, and the future of the franchise hangs in the balance. If you want to stay in the loop on all things Warriors, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Can the Warriors turn their season around with a bold move that sends shockwaves through the league? With trade rumors heating up, the franchise may be looking to part ways with a talented shooter as they seek to acquire an elite scorer who could reignite their title hopes. This isn't just any trade. It's a chance to reshape the roster and reignite the championship fire. Warriors fans, you won't want to miss the details of this potential game changer. Subscribe now and give us a thumbs up to keep up with the latest developments. Is the time for change finally here for the Warriors? With a season teetering on the edge and trade talks intensifying, the team might be looking to make a significant move that could alter the course of their campaign. As the rumors swirl about a potential blockbuster trade that could bring in a franchise-altering player, the excitement is palpable. The Golden State Warriors are navigating some turbulent waters this season, sitting at 18-18, and it seems they're looking at a significant shakeup. Reports indicate that the Warriors might be considering a 4-team trade that would send Buddy Hield packing and bring in the dynamic Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat. This move could signal a dramatic shift in strategy for a team that has been hanging around the 500 mark. Now, I know there was a lot of excitement when Hield first joined the Warriors. His ability to shoot the three at a career rate of 38.4% made him a promising addition. Early on, he dazzled us, scoring over 20 points in 6 of his first 7 games. But ever since November, he's struggled to find that same rhythm. As a passionate fan, I can't help but feel concerned about how his inconsistent shooting could impact the team's chances this season. Bringing Butler into the fold makes sense. He's a proven player who can elevate both the offensive and defensive game for the Warriors. It's a bold move, but I'm torn about letting Hield go. Could this be the jolt the Warriors need to push towards playoff contention? Or are we risking too much on a player who's already shown flashes of brilliance? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe this trade is the right path for the Warriors? Let's keep this conversation going. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with all things Warriors.